Hey guys, welcome to Learn with Rahul. So today we are going to discuss about important short question answers on My Last Duchess by Robert Browning. So before I start, I have a request for you guys. Please subscribe to my channel and press the bell icon. Your subscription will be a huge motivation for me. So let's start. Question number 1. What is the theme of My Last Duchess by Robert Browning? Answer. My Last Duchess is all about power, the political and social power wielded by the Speaker, the Duke, and his attempt to control the domestic sphere, his marriage, in the same way that he rules his lands. Number 2. What does the poem My Last Duchess mean? Answer. My Last Duchess is narrated by the Duke of Ferrara to an envoy representative of another nobleman, whose daughter the Duke is soon to marry. These details are revealed throughout the poem, but understanding them from the opening helps to illustrate the irony that Browning employs. Number 3. Is My Last Duchess based on a true story? Answer. This poem is set in 1564 and is based on the real life Duke Alfonso II, who ruled Ferrara, Italy, in the later half of the 16th century. In this poem, he is talking about his first wife, Lucrezia de Medici, 3 years after she died under suspicious circumstances shortly after marrying the Duke. Number 4. What is the Duke personality in My Last Duchess? Answer. In My Last Duchess by Robert Browning, the character of Duke is portrayed as having controlling, jealous, and arrogant traits. Number 5. What does the statue of Neptune symbolize in My Last Duchess? Answer. The exact presentation above is actually taken from My Last Duchess, a poem that was written by Robert Browning and based on the exact the one that is being symbolized by the statue of Neptune taming a seahorse is the desire of the Duke to control his wife. The answer to this would be the first option. Number 6. What is the message of My Last Duchess? Answer. The Duke wants to raise sympathy for himself as he talks about his wife. However, the poem is ironic because the Duke instead conveys the message that he is a cruel narcissist who had an innocent young girl murdered for no good reason. The poem conveys this message through the use of dramatic monologue. Number 7. Who is the listener in My Last Duchess? Answer. The only speaker is the Duke of Ferrara. The listener who, offstage, asks about the smile of the last Duchess in the portrait is silent during the entire poem. The listener is the emissary of a count and is helping to negotiate a marriage between the count's daughter and the duke. Number 8. What is the form of My Last Duchess? Answer. My Last Duchess doesn't read like a typical lyric poem. It's rhymed iambic pentameter lines, like its dramatic setup, remind us of Shakespeare's plays and other Elizabethan drama. As per meter, My Last Duchess uses the rhyme called iambic pentameter. Number 9. What is the Duke arranging in My Last Duchess? Answer. In Robert Browning's poem, the Duke of Ferrara speaks to an agent representing the Count. The Duke begins by referring to My Last Duchess, his first wife, as he draws open a curtain to display a portrait of her which is hanging on the wall. Number 10. What is the irony in My Last Duchess? Answer. Dramatic irony occurs when the audience or readers of a work of literature know something the characters in it do not. In My Last Duchess, dramatic irony occurs when the Duke believes he is justifying himself in having his previous Duchess killed. Number 11. What is the spot of joy in My Last Duchess? Answer. In My Last Duchess, the blush or spot of joy is the Duchess blushing. The Duke indicates that this blush is not because the Duchess is embarrassed or shy. Rather, he claims it is a flirtation. Therefore, the blushing spot of joy is a metaphor for flirtatious behavior. Number 12. Who is Fra Pandolf in My Last Duchess? Answer. Fra Pandolf is the name of the painter who painted the famous portrait of the Duke's last Duchess that is being surveyed by the Duke and his guest during the poem. We are told how busily Fra Pandolf's hands worked to create this masterpiece.